Alright, so third island. We could do... oh, this is Detritus. So we weren't even on Detritus either of those times. I guess one of these pilots is just from Detritus? And he thinks the other people in the squad are? Anyway, Detritus is the acid place. And the snowy place is the robot place. This all makes sense, right? So I'm actually thinking maybe we don't do the acid one. We go to the snowy one, because we just got an acid tank. And so our big advantage right now is we can do acidy things. And in the acid place, you can kind of do acidy things anyway. There's just a lot of acid around. So we get a bigger advantage going here. So I have this rock accelerator, but I haven't got it powered yet. I could unpower something to do it, but it's just... This rocket is so good, it's useful every turn, pretty much. Buying this, actually, even if I never use it, could still be kind of good, because I believe it only costs 1 rep, and you can sell it for 1 rep. So at the end of the next island, I could sell it just to transfer that 1 rep. You know, I was saying reputation itself doesn't transfer, but you can always buy things with it and then sell those things. And it seems like the sell price is usually the same as the buy price. Okay, so we have the acid tank. He can't push anything, he just acids. So I think we're ready. The only slight... Ooh, okay. On this island there's going to be exploding Vec. The Scion there, the orange one, under threat scanner. He makes all Vec explode on death, which is really nasty. This one just gives them extra health, which is cool. And the thought I just had was that... Well, okay, so the main thing you need acid for is deal more damage. And I remember the snowy place involves a lot of 1 health enemies. The robots usually 1 health. But actually you're usually not trying to kill the robots anyway, so that's not the issue. Let's do the snowy place. I'll stop the Vec to save all life. Okay, a hard mission with a power core. Definitely going to do that. I'll break 5 buildings out of the ice. This one is quite easy. I mean, it probably will be hard, but that objective itself is usually quite easy. Because all that means is the buildings are in ice, and ice actually protects them from damage. And the enemies will still attack the ones that are in the ice. So the enemies will be breaking them out of the ice for you. They won't necessarily do 5 of them, but it's kind of nice because a lot of the time you just don't have to stop them from attacking. Thinking about doing that first, the only other consideration is I've got a somewhat new loadout. This acid tank is new. I should maybe try that out first, somewhere else. Maybe on this one, which is technically easier. So I'm probably going to do this one, secondary cooling, Pinnacle Garden, Frozen Plains, and then whatever this one is. Just because that's the most rep I can get, and then these 3 I won't get a chance to do. So let's do secondary cooling first. Oh, there's water here, that's good. Oh man, I'm going to knock some things into the water. Alright, be good to block these things off. I don't want to be too far from this one though. Let me look at their movement range. That guy can only get to that one. They're probably mostly going to go here. This guy throws little webby things out, which are a pain in the ass. If I block off these 2 spaces, I kind of need someone over here, and that leaves me quite separated. So it might be better just to have... I could block off one of these, right? With my plane is still pretty fast, I think. And maybe this guy just goes in a kind of central place, or even there. And then this guy... And going here, it doesn't really help us. Like, blocking that tile is not useful, because they're not going to... They would never use that tile anyway. They'd use one of these tiles to attack, and I can't block those. So I think I'll go for a more central position with him. There's that passive that I didn't go for that was, if your units start next to each other, then they get an extra move. And I wonder if that is... Normally I would very rarely put my units next to each other like that, like right next to each other. It's just rare that you want them to be there. But I wonder if that's one of those things where the developers are trying to hint that that's actually a good thing to do anyway. Okay, this guy's tough and is causing some problems, but I could both damage him badly and knock him out of the way with this guy. Swapper range would have been good here because the... Oh, you know what? He could just swap with that guy. He can swap with that guy. That guy would fall in the water. I'll move him. No, I won't. Okay. So he could use the swapper right now and swap with that guy. He'd go in the water and die. Brilliant. But he will... I think even if they fall in the water, they still explode. And that explosion damage would hit the plane. It's okay because he's got full health, so it's not a huge deal. But that makes it not quite as neat as it otherwise might be. This guy is in a tough spot because he's webbed, and amongst the many problems that causes, if he repulsed right now, it would kill this spider egg, but that would bash into the building. And in fact, we'd probably see that if we just... Yeah. And he'd push that scorpion, but the scorpion would actually go to attack this thing instead, which is worse than what it's currently attacking. One thing this guy could do, he's the acid tank guy anyway, so he's got to waste one of his turns just getting the acid tank out, creating it. So he could do that. Let's see. The jet swapping with this guy is pretty good. I could... See, this is why it would be really good if the acid tank could push. That's the upgrade that I really want to get, because then even this turn, Repulse Mech would be useful. He could throw out the tank, and the tank could push this one and prevent that damage. As it is, he can throw out the tank, and the tank could do something, but by itself it won't do anything much. Except, if it acids that one, then when this guy... I'm probably going to put him like there and have him shoot this one. That would then be enough damage to kill this one. And it pushes him, so the explosion wouldn't be a problem. So I can take care of both of these guys. But... I wouldn't be taking care of the exploding guy. And the exploding guy is quite important. The exploding guy himself does not explode, confusingly. But I think if... Who can kill him? Can this guy do it? I should undo this move while I remember. Oh, God. 2 moves. He could... If the acid tank was out, it could acid this thing. And then the... Oh, what? No. And then a single shot from the... Wait, this guy already does 2 damage. This guy already does 2 damage. He already does 2 damage. So he could just go like here and shoot this guy out of the way, and that deals with the exploding thing. The problem is, we then have only 1 damage dealer and 2 enemies we want to get rid of. So it seems to me like we can't really get rid of the exploding guy this turn if we want to prevent all this damage. It's not going to get better though, is it? It's never going to be easier than this. Well, I'm pretty sure I don't want this guy to repulse, and I don't think anyone else is going to save him. So killing things is probably the best we can do, and I'm planning to kind of keep the tank down here somewhere so that he can acid this one, and then we'll do this swap with this guy, and we're going to take some damage. Yep. But that's damaging the ice as well, and that's going to create more water for these guys to fall into. And then this guy will go here because it kind of blocks a thing and kill this. So he does explode, but doesn't damage the building or that guy because he got pushed first. Oh, and he leaves acid behind, which is kind of neat. So that's all we're doing. It's going to make next turn tough because we're going to get 2 more. We dealt with 2, we got 2 more. No, because this guy, we're going to deal with him as well. Yep. Next turn's going to be nasty. But this time we get acid tank and this guy to move, as long as he doesn't get webbed again. Web me once, shame on you. Web me twice. Can't get webbed again. No, this is fine. He can deal with it himself, at least. So, who are the threats? The robots are attacking the robot factory, just so, you know. Attention, journalists. There's your headline. um, that's a shame. He's attacking one of my guys, but moving him doesn't solve the problem. God, there's quite a lot. Okay, one. Oh, this guy's only attacking me, so that doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3 that really need to be dealt with. And this one... Where's my jet? If my jet shoots this guy, he'll do 2 damage to this guy and bump him into there, which means 1 extra damage to this guy, which will kill him, 1 extra damage to that guy, which will kill him. But both will explode, so it would be good to get rid of that explodey guy first. The trouble is, this guy can't really help much. Is there any way... Let me undo that move. There's stuff like... I could swap with something. Thing is, dealing with both those in one hit is so neat. That's 2 attacks, 1 hit. After that, there's only one more thing that needs dealing with. And I have 3 units, one of whom I want to use to kill this. But neither of these two can stop that one little spider. There's no way the acid tank can, like... Can't deal with this problem at all, can it? No. Another thing... This is kind of... No, I was thinking like plane could go here and then swap with this spider so that the spider gets hit by that. That's not actually that useful. Because it wouldn't prevent this robot damage. So for him to solve 2 problems at once, we must first kill the exploder. If we do that, we have nothing left to deal with the spider. Maybe we just let the spider do its damage. It's just that we're going to have so much to deal with next turn. This guy he'll kill a spider, just not the spider that we want to kill. And... Yeah, not great. Not great. I think that's all we can do, though. Hey, here's a question. Can this guy actually attack this? I don't think he can. Where's he going to go? He can't reach that one, because he can't squeeze through this diagonal gap. And so... Oh, you know what? If this guy acts first and pushes the spider off, that space will be free, and he can do it from there. So yeah, I'm going to do pretty much what I thought I was going to do, which is... Nope, not yet, not yet, not yet, Tom. They're still going to explode at the moment. He can push them like that. You know, acid is not really helping me this particular turn, because everything... just don't have things that... Dealing a lot of damage is not my problem. It's just a number of different attacks. So yeah, we've got to do this, because having this many enemies, like even that little spider would explode, I think. So, dealing with that exploded guy is a huge deal. It's a real shame we're not dealing with a spider, because those are insidious. They just keep creating problems. And now we've still got the acid guy to move. He can't help that much. But he might as well acid something. Oh, he could acid something and also block. If he goes there, he's kind of doing something useful. And I'll acid the spider, because they're all 2 health. Both 2 health. So it won't make much difference, but... Oh good, a robot woke up. Oh my god, oh my god. That fucking spider, man. We have to kill that spider. The trouble is, the spider's never attacking. So you always think he's low priority. And that's how they get you. Okay. One thing that could happen is this guy, my jet, could swap with the spider egg. And that would free both the acid tank and the pulse mech. Things we really need to deal with is this spider, that robot, and if we all clear out this guy's way, he's going to hit buildings, so we actually don't want to do that. So the basic question is it worth this one move? It's pretty good actually, because it frees 2 of my units and it kills that potential spider. What would I then do with my units? This guy, once he's free, I mean, you can push the spider out of the way, but that's not very dramatic, is it? This guy could obviously kill the spider, or he could kill the robot, or he could kill the spider creator. I really want to look for things where I can like kill more than one thing at once. Like if this guy, if my rocket mech, he could kill this guy in one hit. The what do you call one of these? A firefly. He could stand here. If you could push one enemy into another, that would be handy. I don't think you can really. So our second to last turn, we can actually afford to lose the acid tank if we want to. Not that leaving him there is not necessarily a good way of doing that, but for example, the pulse mech could push now, and he would push this egg into the tank, killing them. Pulse mech can shield. I should remember that. Ah. So if the pulse mech stood here on this forest, he would push the spider out of the way and shield the building, which is 2 attacks averted. Doesn't kill anything, and I'd love to kill some things, but beggars can't be choosers really. This feels like a match we're going to scrape through at best. And this is the easier of the two we could have done. It's these goddamn spider things. What is it called? That is called a spider. But then the things it creates are spiderling. I see. Things it creates look a lot more like spiders than it does. What are my other ways of getting rid of this egg? This guy could just pulse where he is. That's about it. Isn't there something where there's some way to use this cannon in such a way that I hit both these things? If Rocket Mech was there, in theory, he could smoke one and... No, he couldn't smoke one and hit the other, and also that's water, so he would fall in. Doesn't kill him, but it prevents him from attacking. Yeah, I think I can do this swap thing. And maybe the plane is the one who takes the damage. At this point, like as much as I want to kill this spider, it's of diminishing returns now because he's only going to launch one more egg and it'll never hatch. So actually it's pointless to kill him. Well, he'll web some things, which is causing me many problems. So, my thinking was this guy's probably going to go here because he can solve 2 problems at once. Oh, look at this! I can get more kills. If this guy goes up here, which admittedly is a crazy place to go, he can shoot his rocket at the Hornet, and then when this guy pushes, he's going to push the spider into him, which will kill the spider. That seems good to me. Tank is probably going to get out of the way and let this guy take the hit, and he might just acid this guy just because he's the only one with any health. And in fact, that hit will break the ice, which means that building's going to be pretty safe. I think this is a good plan. I think it's the best plan we have. That creates some fire too, which is somewhat nice. So, take the damage on the rocket, but I shield the building and I kill the spider. That's really good. That's great that we got that much killing done, because mostly this was a putting out fires turn, even though I created fires. I think that's it. So we're actually going to take 2 mech damage. That wasn't an objective, right? No. Sometimes you come up with a self-sacrificing plan, then you realise it was an objective to not take any mech damage. Okay, that's 3 new enemies and 2 of my guys webbed. Oh god. Alright, let's just look at buildings in danger. This building's in danger, this building's in danger. Is that it? I think that's it. So, these 2 guys are both going to attack the acid mech. Acid tank. And I don't care. It's the last turn. That's a disposable unit. I can make a new one next battle. It's got no pilot. This guy's also firing in that direction. I suppose I should look at the turn order because he's going to fire first, which is actually exactly what I want because I want his shot to be blocked. And then after it's blocked, these 2 just hit each other, which is going to be hilarious. And the biggest problem then is this guy, because this guy is gonna... Does he fire? He fires afterwards. His thing goes through everything, so he's going to hit the building anyway. So we want to kill him. And we want to kill him. Or we could protect the building. Actually, no, we can't, can we? So we'll probably just push him out of the way. This guy, my jet mech, is in a good position to... You just hit this spider. I think he gets 1 XP for that. He'll damage this one, which is fine. He can't move, so... And it's not worth someone else trying to free him. And the acid mech can also just leave. He doesn't need to stay there. So the main question is killing this guy, and I think we just do it with him. I think there's no point getting fancy about it. Or just to play devil's advocate, if we did want to get fancy, if we moved this guy up here, Pulse Mech over there, and Rocket Mech here, Rocket Mech could then hit like those 2, and it frees the jet, and the jet could do something like swap with the laser guy who's down here, and the laser guy would shoot this guy instead. The laser guy acts before those 2. That probably cause more carnage in general. Another thing I want to consider is could that guy free him? No. So I think that's better. I think we want to put... We want to free the jet. Pretty confident the jet will be able to get down there. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. So the jet goes here, and he swaps with the laser robot. And now the laser robot is going to first shoot this guy. He'll lose 3 health from that. Then next, he will charge this one, probably knocking him into the water. And I suppose he won't take any damage. No, he won't take any damage, so that's a shame. Oh, wait. Since it's my last turn... So I could acid this guy. The beetle. But... And he would die. Because he'd take twice as much damage. But that would mean he doesn't get to hit this one. On the other hand, he's worth more XP because he's 5 health, not 4 health. And he won't die otherwise. Yeah, maybe we do that. Gonna kill the acid tank, but I don't care because it's the last turn. This guy just pushes him out of the way. Kind of sad, but it's fine that he hits that mountain. And that's everything. Can you see the problem with what I just did? The acid tank needs to be there to block that shot. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm sticking to roughly that plan though. This guy goes over here. This guy wants to free the jet. And he swaps with the laser. And the acid mech could shoot this guy and stay where he is. Or he could go down here, let these guys kill each other, and still block the shot. The Firefly attacks first, so I block the shot either way. Yeah, I think it's the same decision as last time, which is just which of these guys do you want to die, and this guy has got more health, so we should kill him. That should be it. If it ever feels like I'm taking a long time to think through these turns, I'd like to draw your attention to how often I get it wrong. If anything, I don't think these turns through enough. Alright, we took 1 grid damage there. Which is not so great. It was that spider who screwed us. We got a... I don't know what we should have done differently, but spiders are very high priority to kill. 7 enemies, break 5 buildings out the ice. Happy to. Yeah, see, Exploder guy and Spider guy. But all buildings are protected right now. So in a weird way, I almost want to just hide all my people away so that the spider doesn't web them, so he webs a building instead. Like, the spider's going to fire a web. I don't suppose we can see his firing pattern. I think he's not going to move... I'm sure we're going to just stay around here and hit like one of these 3 tiles or that tile and web everything surrounding it. So... I don't know what to do about that. We can try and avoid that tile, but then of course we're too far from this guy to kill him. If we all cluster together, then it's trickier. Like if we did this, this and this, he could fire a web like there and get one of us, or yeah, probably do that. Or up here. It's bad either way, isn't it? It's real bad, no matter what. Oh, you know what the real issue is? I suppose everything's going to move, so we don't know where anything will be. It would be nice if this guy could hit the Vec without moving. I don't think it's worth trying to guess what that spider's going to do, really. I think it's more important to get coverage, make sure that we can protect different angles. Although we don't care about buildings taking damage right now. I kind of want them to. Fuck it, maybe we're going to do this. Oh, you know what we don't want is if someone gets webbed, we don't want them to be blocking people in. Although they don't, you can move through friendly units. Don't know why, but I'm going to do that. Oh wow, a time pod, and we get a reactor thing for this. Shit! That's exactly what I was trying to prevent. I really thought it through, and I had a plan that would prevent that, and then I just didn't do that plan. God damn it. Alright. This is not too bad. It's not too bad at all, because if this guy pulses, he's actually going to shield a building. I'm not quite sure how that's going to change things. But oh shit, is that going to explode? No, it doesn't have an exploding icon on it, so it's not going to explode on death for whatever reason. So by doing that, he will free my rocket mech. My rocket mech can then take out the exploding guy, and that's our main priority. Broke a building out the ice. Nice. This guy can do that. If he went over here and he tried to free the jet mech, he kills that thing and he pushes it into the time pod. It's not showing any prediction that the time pod will be destroyed. Usually if an enemy is moved into a time pod, it destroys it. But he'd be a dead enemy. No, I think the... well, let's see. Destroyed if damaged or trampled by the enemy. I think that'll... Oh, the problem is... doing the same thing if I do this, aren't I? He could just swap with him, I suppose. Not ideal at all. But if we do this way, we take out the exploding and we hurt the spider. Not as much as I want to, but... There's also only one new enemy coming next turn, so this is bad, but we're okay with buildings getting hit, and protecting the time pod is more important. I wish the prediction would tell me what, like, this is going to destroy the time pod, because I think it will. According to the rules, if an enemy tramples it, it gets destroyed. Is there any way we can simulate attacking that square? Can't really, can we? No, I think I'll just do a switch. I've got to play it safe when it comes to time pods. Could be a reactor core and a weapon. Or... Okay. Fucking everything's webbed. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is pretty bad now. But is it? How much damage does the Alpha Beetle do? Will it tell us? 3. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, does he attack first? He does. Great. Or he can kill the spider. Shit. Oh, this is real bad. This is real bad. Okay, this guy could kill that one, and it would free him. He can't do all that much, unless... Would he be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4? No, he can't. He can prevent that one from damaging. The thing I was looking into earlier was, if Jetpack goes here, he can swap with this guy. Then he hits him for 3 damage. Won't kill him, but it will knock him back. And then, see the attack order again. This guy attacks first, then this guy, then this guy. But this attack will knock the Purple Hornet back. Purple Hornet back will then no longer be attacking these buildings. This Scorpion will still be attacking the buildings, but they've got the Ice Shield, and so we kind of want to take that damage. So he kind of resolves 3 attacks there, or he resolves the 2 we care about. And here, this guy would free him, and then this guy is free to do what he wants. He should probably just crush the spider thing, or maybe he should attack. He can do 1 damage to that spider, which is pathetic. I don't know what he should do. You know what he could do? He could throw out an acid tank. The acid tank could acid this guy, and then he would die when he's hit by that. And that's a lot better. Doesn't get me any closer to killing the spider. You know what? That guy's not even going to hurt him. So this guy doesn't need to deal with that. He could deal with something else. But what would he deal with, really? Desperately wanted to deal with that, but he can't from where he is. Doing this is pays for itself just in the sense that we kill something. Funny thing is, if the jet goes down here, he can kill the spider, which is huge. Hey! If the jet goes down here and kills the spider, probably just stay there. And this guy doesn't save his friend, and instead just kills this one, then the only one attacking these buildings is this guy. And this one's shielded. They're both in ice. As long as this one doesn't take 2 damage, we're okay. And this guy can prevent that. And he's killing a Scorpion, which is the same as he was going to do anyway. This guy literally doesn't even take damage. I think that's better. And this guy hits a building, but again it's in ice, so for now it's fine. Killing the spider just solves so many problems that we have to do it. Oh, and in the process, if this guy isn't going to be freed, he might as well spend his turn to throw out the acid bloke. And the acid bloke He can't really kill anything, but he could acid one of these two. This guy's actually got the most health, so maybe he acids that one. Oh, he can't acid that one and get out of the way. He can only acid this one. Oh shit, could he get the time pod? He could get a time pod and acid this one. Holy fuck. That's an excellent move. Let's definitely do that. So he is going to... Rocket Mecha is going to kill the Scorpion. We've already killed the Spider. Firing that... Oh, it broke his bonds out because it smoked the egg. And when the egg is smoked, it can't see to web anything. That's a weird little rule. Alright. A lot of ice is going to get broken, but luckily that's an objective. We're actually behind on it, so we want to break as many as possible. And by shielding this one, we've kind of made it hard on ourselves. And one thing is going to spawn, but we killed... Did we kill two things or one thing? Maybe just one thing. Oh, we got rid of that shield now, so that's nice in some ways. Alright, I see... I see a lot of damage coming. Two of my guys are still webbed, by the way, even though I got rid of the spider. But at least that is not mounting up. He's going to be absolutely fine, doesn't have to do anything about this. He can avoid that damage just by moving, and he can kill that thing. Oh, if he goes here, he can kill that thing in one hit without hurting a building. We've got to get 2 more buildings out of the ice, and we've got 2 turns to do it. More importantly, we've got to kill 4 enemies. This guy... He could go around and acid this guy, and then the jet can kill him in one hit. We're going to kill this one, that's 2 enemies. This guy can't really kill. And I don't really want him to shield either, because if he does, it makes it harder for us to break this one out. And breaking buildings out of the ice is the... trickier thing. Can we make any enemies do it? Getting this guy to ram into that guy is not that great because he'll hit the building. If that guy was like pushed into that building, it would help, but I can't see a way to do that. Gotta break 2 of these buildings out. If this guy was free, he could go over here and shield that building, and then we just let this guy do his damage, and to take off one shield and break out the thing from the ice. This guy would get hit by the beetle, but that's not... Oh no, that would be the end of the world. How much damage does he do? I think he does 3. Okay, so with armor it wouldn't kill him, but it'd be pretty bad. If I did want to free him, I've got to hit that unit, which I actually can't do anyway, can I? No, so that's a non-starter. So these 2 together can kill that Scorpion, which is just a kill. Kind of nice, but doesn't make much difference. Or Jet Mech could just shoot him and not kill him, and then Acid Tank can go and do something else, but I think this is our best bet. I'll just commit to this. Gets us a kill, and we need kills. And so... I am thinking that this guy goes here, kills this one. At the end of all that, next time we'll need to kill 3 enemies. Oh no, sorry. After I kill this guy, we would have killed 5. So next time we'll need to kill 2 enemies and break out 2 buildings. Breaking out 2 buildings is the hard part. And there's going to be 2 more enemies. So, just a wild thought. This guy can go here, shoot my own unit for 3 damage, and bump him into there. He'd only take 2 damage because of the armor, but then he'd take bump damage as well, so actually he would die, so that's not so good. He could just attack the building directly. Maybe not that one, but he could attack this one. Oh, could he... I was wondering if he could smoke this guy and still hit something that's useful. If he went there, he could just attack the building directly. But we're leaving this one open. It's better to... I'd rather take 1 building damage than fail the objective. Because our grid health's okay. But is that really the choice I'm facing, or can I have my cake and eat it and actually take out this guy? Take out the Hornet and still manage to break 2 buildings out next turn and kill 2 enemies. I'm going to go for it, and maybe... My theory is that next turn, to break out 2 buildings and kill 2 enemies, if it's particularly difficult in the particular scenario we've ended up in, then I could just take some damage to do it, just let some things hit some buildings. The last decision to make this turn is, this guy could pulse, and it's bad that it shields that building. I don't want to shield that building. It has no interesting effect on that guy, but it pushes this guy onto there, which kills him and blocks a spawn. I think that's worth it, because that will just gives us 2 less things to worry about next turn. And that could be the difference between being able to hit these 2 buildings and not. It does mean then we have to hit this and this. We're unlikely to be able to defrost that building. But I think it's worth it to block a spawn and kill a spider. So, 3 enemies to deal with. And this one is attacking a building that I really don't care about. That one's attacking a building I do care about. So, we need 1 more kill and break out 2 buildings. I could... For the kill, this guy could just kill him. But the ice is going to be trickier. Also for the kill, these 2 could just kill this guy together. But again, the ice is tricky. Oh, this guy... This guy's there. If we got that guy out of the way, we could hit this ice. And this guy could push to get him out of the way. But we'd want to kill this guy first, then this guy pulses, he pushes him out of the way, and now this guy can hit the building. But we still need 1 more building damage, because this thing's shielded. So this guy alone won't kill it. He can move. If he could get there, he could push this guy so that he defrosts the building. Actually, no, he wouldn't, because he'd be in the smoke and he wouldn't be able to attack. Let's undo all those moves, just so I don't forget I've done it. No, I'm pretty sure this can't be done. I can't get everything, so I should focus on... pretty sure I can kill somebody and save all the buildings. I could break 2 ice things, but then I don't kill anyone, and I think I also take some grid damage. So I might as well kill this guy. And then don't really need to do much more. I'm gonna kill this guy. And then... Gosh, this guy can go pretty far now. There's really no way he can nudge someone into something? No. And then he could just take that damage, but actually we might as well just get all the kills we can, right? Or let's do this. And move this guy out of the way. Just because in my head, there's a chance that I know he won't break the ice. But isn't there a chance? Or like, if this guy goes here and then he shields, is there any chance that shielding something twice removes the shield? That's what I'd like. Acid, I'm pretty sure, doesn't do anything to shields, and I can't get him there anyway. Pretty sure that's all I can do. And this guy will break some ice, but it won't really matter. Unless, like, this guy does damage and pushes. Maybe the push in some way we could do something. Alright, that's it. I'm just going to turn. Oh god. You know what? I will move this guy here and protect the defense lab. And I will enter. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I failed an objective. My life is over. This is why I don't like this reward for getting all of them, because now I just want to quit the whole campaign. It's all over. Fucked up. I'm being double punished for it. This guy pushes adjacent tiles while repairing. Wow, I've never seen that one before. I've had this pilot before, but he had a different ability before. Plus 3 grid defense, which I don't really want. But, oh, I've got 3 grid defense on that. Jesus Christ. It's a lot of grid defense that I don't want. When he repairs, he pushes adjacent tiles. That's another option, I guess. But everyone else has something better than that, really. Everyone else has the grid defense thing, because I keep getting that. And then everyone else also either has +1 move, +2 HP, or armoured. All of which seem better than push adjacent tiles. So it's just like the repulse mech. So it would definitely be stupid to put him in here. Although, I suppose he gets the repair on top of the pulse. Does sort of expand your options, I suppose. But yeah, if this guy lost one of his move points, I would want to put it back in. And yeah, it's not worth it. I'll just sell him next time I get a chance. Now, I'm pretty sure I want to give him some push on his acid tanks. Then I've still got one more point I can spend. I could give this guy the rock accelerator. I wonder if in that last fight that would have helped. I don't think so. But it's like lateral push is kind of interesting. It expands the tactical options a lot. The other thing, I'd love to give everyone just one more move point. But it's a weird thing where you can't afford to do it all at once. And so when you're doing just one... Oh, tele range as well. Teleporter range. Pretty big deal. I'm using that swapper almost always. I'm rarely using the cannon at all. Which I suppose suggests I should put some points into the teleporter instead. But it is nice to have that option of doing 3 damage. Would I rather have 1 teleporter range or 1 more move on this guy? I think 1 more move. Okay, so push on the tank and 1 more move on this guy. And if I change my mind later, I can still put it into that. Okay, that was difficult. I don't think it wasn't the mission that was difficult. It's having spiders and exploding scions at the same time is difficult, and we're going to have that on every mission, I think, which is a pain in the ass. And this one, I've got to end the battle with less than 4 mech damage. Quite likely to forget that. Ah, no spider right up front. That's good. I'm pretty sure I want one there. Should I have one over here? I sort of want to do this, but then no one can reach that side. Oh, but this guy can shoot to that side. Definitely want the pulse mech to be close to the water. This guy can get basically anywhere. Yeah, let's do that. Wow, another time pod. Boy, those are rare early on, but then they keep coming. Right, 3 buildings under threat. I just realised an awesome thing I can do. I should check though whether it's going to work. Okay, who attacks first? The thing I realised is that this guy can throw out an acid tank. The acid tank can push now, so the acid tank can actually defeat this 5 health enemy in one shot. He can destroy the exploder. Be nice to be able to deal with both of these in one. Who attacks first? The bottom one attacks first. But he's not going to kill this one. So that's sort of irrelevant. Jet could... Oh, Jet could sit here, hit that one into that one. It will kill this one outright. It will wake up the robot, but I think they're going to wake up anyway at some point. And then... he shoots the exploder. Oh, he should shoot the exploder first. And this guy throws out his acid tank, and the acid tank puts him into the sea. Since he doesn't matter where he is, he can actually be on the time pod when he does that. That's a good idea. Okay, we'll do that. Kill the exploder. Oh, I could have moved him 1 square forwards before doing that. That would have been good. I think we do this one first. And then this guy goes here, and he throws out an acid tank, which promptly pushes this guy into the sea. Gonna take some damage on that guy, but don't care. Oh, he's gonna catch fire. Oh, that's not so good. Oh well. That's about it. He turned the water into the acid with that shot, which is not relevant, but it's kind of cute. Is he like an... Oh yeah, I think he's a laser guy. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, we've got a beetle, but he's only attacking one of us, so we don't care. This guy we want to take care of. Oh yeah, that damage. Okay, I'm pretty sure this guy needs to repair himself, because I'm going to fail the objective for taking this much damage, apart from anything else. So he's going to want to just move elsewhere and repair himself. That gives us 2 enemies that need dealing with, one of which is very weak. This guy could even kill him just by pushing this one into him. And... God. I think this guy can go up there and kill him, but then he's so far from everything. Oh, you know what? Even the acid tank can kill... He can hit this one, it'll push him into there, which kills that one. I think he should do that. He might want to stay a bit further away, just in case we need that grid square for something. And now he's got a lot of freedom to push this guy around, but there isn't really a good direction to do it, is there? Oh, but if you pushed him forwards one... Oh no. Oh no, I can't undo this guy's move now. I only just put him in an arbitrary location, really. I shouldn't have moved him at all. Because what I want to do now is use this guy to push this one in this direction, and then have him come down and hit him from there. but that's not going to work for me. This guy can shield the building. He could just tank the damage himself, which is actually just as good, really. But neither of these things kill it. Maybe we don't need to kill it. Two things are going to come in. If this guy doesn't kill this one, he can kill this one instead, which is nice, and get closer to the action in this process. Oh, you know what? So this guy's going to repair himself. And he might as well do a pulse, which just will shield him from further damage. So I've actually gone back down to 0 damage. So it's not how much damage you take, it's how much damage you end up with. Yeah, that's not bad. Only one enemy left. 2 are going to spawn. Take 0 damage on him. That robot might defrost. And they've all gone for us. No building attacks. Well, that's fine. I could push this guy onto that ice. And then is there a way for me to break that ice? I think both the acid guy and this guy could push those two. Does pushing someone so that they take damage must be hit twice? Do you think that means a weapon has to hit it, or can it just be any damage? Anyway, if we do all that, it doesn't free this guy. It doesn't free my rocket mech. Who can free my rocket mech? Dylan, the jet mech, just kill him. And then he's free to kill this one. On the other hand, if Dylan stood here and pushed him there, this guy would be free. And no, that doesn't help. If the pulse mech could be there, that would be kind of neat because he could push these guys in different directions, both of which help. I could swap. Did I get tele range? I can't remember. No, I just got general range, which is probably a good call, I think. Hey, why doesn't he... If he swaps with the big scorpion, then acid guy... These two will fight each other, and acid guy can hit him... Yeah, I'm going to do this. Swap with him there. Acid guy hits him. I'm just going to acid the purple one, who's tough. Hurts them both because they bump into each other. And now it almost doesn't matter what order they attack in, but actually... This guy's going to do 2 damage to him, then this guy's going to kill him. That's beautiful. And we're still free enough. If I do this, I'm gonna free my friend, shield the building, and hurt this scorpion. I don't think either the scorpion or the jet are gonna move anywhere. So he's gonna be on 1 health next time. And that ice, yeah, it looks like it's perfectly intact, so taking bump damage doesn't break ice. And this guy's now free to kill this one. Nice. Oh god, a spider. Boy, the difficulty is just all over the place, isn't it? This has not been at all difficult, really. Whereas last time was just a fucking nightmare. Mind you, last time was a three resource thing. So it makes sense. Well, he can save himself by killing that one. Nobody cares about that spider. I can just kill this spider. Wait, this guy could potentially kill that one. if he could get there. Oh, he could do it just by pushing the jet. Shields him in the process, so he doesn't lose anything doing that. He's been bumped around a lot this round and has not had any negative effects. I got a nasty feeling that if I hit this guy, it's going to break the ice and it's going to push him. Does it break the ice then push him? Because if the ice breaks first, then this guy can do it as well. In fact, it's the same either way. They both do a push attack. I've got enough points that I can just undo it if I need to. Ah. Drat. Oh, you know what? I will undo it, because if I was thinking the acid tank could actually push him and do 1 damage, which is true. And it would mean using this guy. No, the acid tank has got to... If we push him in that direction, someone's got to be there to do it, and the acid tank won't be able to fire through them. But the acid tank could do it first. So move him up there, acid tank shoots him now, then someone else hits him, and of course the acid is going to make it all the more powerful. Yeah, that makes sense. So same as last time, but we'll switch their responsibilities so that acid tank shoots now, then this guy hits him now. Freeze that robot, we don't care, it's the last turn. And then this 3 damage kills that. Yep, that's pretty good. Viscera nanobots makes heal 1 damage when they land a killing blow. That's good, I think. And a reactor core, which is always good. Oh, we never did power this apparently. So we could do that, or we could do the give him the passive thing instead. Healing after kill. We had one moment there, didn't we, where we had to take a turn to repair. It means we'd just be tanking damage all the time. I think it's better than the rock. But is it actually worth this power core, or would I rather spend it on teleporter range or movement? I think at the moment I'd rather spend it on movement. Maybe this guy's movement? Yep, I think that's going to be it. Then Tundra, freeze and defend both robots. Okay, this is not too bad because in order to do that, the robots are hostile, but you're supposed to be defending them, which is funny. And you're given a freeze mech to do that, which is very handy. Because after it's frozen the robots, it can also freeze enemies, just for the hell of it. Or buildings to protect them. Okay, this is another one where we really want to get rid of that guy as soon as possible. In fact, this is nice because look, I can kill him and push this one out of the way at the same time. And then it becomes a case of My squad is actually pretty good for this kind of mission because I will freeze this guy and fuck. Didn't think it through. No, it's fine. It's fine. I was going to push this guy, which is a decent plan, but he's blocked in. I didn't realise he was blocked in. But this guy could switch with him, and in fact, he could switch. Hey, why didn't this guy get moved back? Oh, that's not how this works. It pushes the Scion into him. I didn't even notice that not working. Well, all the more reason then to have this guy come down and swap with him, so that he now shoots this guy before he gets a chance to attack. And then I think it might make sense actually just to have this guy. He can't pulse where he is because he'll push the jet. But if you went over here, you could pulse there, and that'll shield 2 buildings. That all looks good. They're trying to break the robot out of the ice, which is fun. It doesn't really matter if they do that, I can just freeze them again. But... oh, I forgot to throw out the... oh my god, I'm an idiot. I had a spare turn there. I could have thrown out the acid mech right away. Because now I'm thinking if I get an acid mech out, I can actually kill this guy in one hit. He's fine where he is. He's blocking a shot by being there. He could even, if we wanted to make things easier, he could go down here and he's blocking a spawn as well. Something kind of neat about doing 2 jobs. Yeah, because there's going to be 3 spawns otherwise. I want to throw out the acid tank, and it's going to hit these 2 guys from this direction. Then he is going to just kill this one, so the robot will stay frozen, and the freeze mech will hit this guy, and then we've actually still got a whole spare turn, so I might just kill this one. Might have been overkill to block that, in fact. This is extremely under control. Famous last words. Okay, spider. Let's kill the fucking spider immediately. He has webbed many of us. I can pulse the spider, that's not very useful. This guy can just kill the spider straight up, and I think probably he should. To deal with this one, that's going to hurt the building if we push him. Okay, he's stuck, but if he freezes this, I bet that gets rid of the webbing, which would free this guy. Because otherwise someone's got to spend a more important action to do that. Or, if we do free him some other way, like pulsing with this guy, that could free up the freeze tank to perhaps freeze the spider. I think we should just kill the spider though. How are we dealing with this guy? If the freeze tank throws the egg, this guy would be free. I don't think he can weave his way around there though, because he's got to go all the way around. Oh, you know what? If the spider was already dead, putting the acid tank here would let him acid my own guy, pushing him into the spider, which would free both of them. But there isn't that much for this guy to do this turn. The alternative is... oh, this guy can go down here, solve that problem that way. Then this guy kills the spider, and everyone else just stays where they are. This guy maybe... he could pulse. Or... no, I think the other guy should just freeze the egg. And this guy probably just repair. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'll kill the spider first, because that's the most important thing. I don't think this plan involves using the acid guy for anything. Gonna try this, just be interesting. Yeah, I was right. If you freeze it, it breaks the webbing. Now this guy, since there's no enemies left, maybe we want to let all 3 spawn. Because we got 5 units. It's not unreasonable. Yeah, we can probably handle 3. It's probably fine. Yeah, no reason to use the acid guy. They're all blocked in too. I don't think they can get out of this little... Nope, they totally can. Okay, they can move through their own units, even if they're frozen. Well... he's attacking the spider egg, so fucking fine, okay. Nobody cares. He could go down here to hit this guy out the way. And or this guy can acid him. This guy backs off, and this guy pulsed. He would hurt this guy and also break the ice, which is actually a good thing, so it means the hornet will destroy the egg. Push this guy back, which doesn't do anything of any use. Oh wait, why was I doing this? The main reason I wanted to do that was so that I could potentially hit... Yeah, he could acid him, and then this guy comes around and hits him with the thing, and that kills him. Got an undo if we need it, so I don't need to fret too much about the particulars. Now this guy's free, and he can pulse if he wants to. I think he probably will, but I'll put this guy here first, and then we're going to knock that out. Then he's going to pulse, which means that egg will die. And lastly, we've got a freeze guy. I kind of want to just freeze this guy. Just kind of funny. Hey, look at the little portrait. Rain. He's actually a pilot. Okay. That seems good. I don't think I got any XP for that egg. I don't think you do. Because that's the thing that spiders spawn, and they probably don't want to encourage you to just sit there, and they don't want to make it a bad thing to eliminate the spider early. Okay. How did I feel about movement? That was pretty useful having that extra movement, wasn't it? I don't think the heal would have been much help. Health on the tank is also not useful. It's rare that I need him to tank any damage. Next time I get a power core, I'll just go for a move on this guy as well, I think. Beetle Leader. So this is a guy who rams stuff. Nothing much to worry about here. Tempted to just put us 3 just on a line here, so we... Well, this guy can go almost anywhere, so he might as well defend a building. And then... we could just go like that, because nothing they do down here is really going to worry us. There are no ranged units here. Oh, they are charge units though, so they can wind up a charge, and I think this is fine though. Protects the corporate tower totally. Alright, that's quite a lot of damage they've queued up, but 2 of it's to us, so we can avoid that easily enough. We want to kill the boss. And to do that I should make an acid tank and probably have it go... I think I'd probably stand there, throw the acid tank behind him. we're going to push him over so that he's not going to hit this building at all. He's also acided. Yeah, I think we want to... Two priorities are like kill the boss. Fucking hell, I was going to do it in one shot. Alright, let's do that. Easy, yes. And then this guy can whack him into the firing line of the other guy. So he's not even going to take the damage from the boss because the boss just outright died. But that's pretty good. Oh, he's going to die from that charge, I think. No, he's not. I thought they did like 3 damage, but I guess there's different types of beetles. The alpha beetle and the normal beetle look pretty similar, I've got to say. Okay, now we've got an exploder. That's more of a problem. So we can just kill that guy, no problem. Kill that guy, no problem as well. But we want to take out the thing first. So who can kill? It's funny, we've actually got 3 units that don't do... sorry, no, we've got 2 units that don't do damage. Like this guy and the thing he spawns, neither of them do direct damage. I think I might have to just prevent one of these. Probably this one. Just push him out of the way. And then... Oh wait, in combination. This guy could, like, in theory, shield a building, and then this one could push the Hornet into it. Oh no, wait. We're going to do too much damage for that. So I don't want him to get hit, so he might as well come down here and shoot that guy. Weirdly, part of me wants to have this guy... No, we kind of want to kill this guy because he attacks 2 tiles at once, so it's more serious if we can't stop him on any given turn. Although... no. I was thinking he'd go behind the Hornet, then this guy could knock the Hornet into him. Because when it's 1 damage, I really want to find a way to do it trivially. He can actually get through there and push him out. Oh, and then he could go all the way down here and knock him into that. Oh my god. That doesn't stop this guy. And the acid guy can't stop him either. Yeah, that's a shame. It's a much cleverer move though. And it shields the corporate tower. That's such a damn good move. So he'd push him down here, and then this guy would go all the way over there and hit them both with a thing. It would kill both of them. But what it wouldn't do is stop that guy. Am I crazy, or does none of this actually require us to have killed that Scion? It doesn't. All of these deaths could happen and explode and it wouldn't be a problem. So I think I might reset. I'm just really married to this tactic I just came up with. Doing this, then that, and then we'll use this guy to kill that guy. But I won't move him just yet, just in case something goes wrong. So you pulse, moving him into there, shielding the thing I care about. We kill both of these, they both explode, but neither of them are going anywhere. And then this guy, might as well even go here. Shoot that, which knocks him away, and explodes safely over there. None of it actually causes any problems. And then I might as well acid the Scion just so it only takes 1 damage next time, although I don't really have anything that does 1 damage. Only shunting does 1 damage, and that is not magnified by acid. But actually enemies doing 1 damage would help. Potentially. So this is pretty... Oh god, there's only going to be 1 enemy because I blocked the spawn. Okay, well, dare say we can deal with both of these. I don't think I do want to block spawn again. I think I'll take on all the enemies. And probably makes most sense to have this one shoot the exploder. Maybe even from here. Keep him in the thick of things. I will have him do this, but I'll move this guy out of the way first. And then this guy might as well shield more buildings. In fact, he could move here because that's closer to the action. Alright. And no sense aciding anything, I don't think. Bring it on. 2 scorpions. Wait, that's it? This guy's not even attacking? Surely there's things he could have attacked. I'm almost disappointed. This guy could kill that guy straight up. This guy could kill that guy straight up. Or that guy straight up. Oh, actually, hey, look at this. This guy could push him into the acid, and then his shot will kill him. Which means that... why is that good? I was thinking... he can kill that one. Doesn't massively help, does it? That's water, right? No. Well, it says ice, but there's... why is there animation on it? Is that just the damage? Is damage animated? Definitely ice. Okay. So... yeah, I think we're only going to kill 2 of these guys. Because we've only got 2 damage dealers. We can magnify damage plenty, but that's not enough. Oh, we could switch. But then we're passing up the chance to do a lot of damage. No, I think that might be good. I think it's going to put him in the water. I think this is damage dice. Actually, I have no idea. I can't tell. I mean, the little annotation doesn't say it is damaged. Oh, yeah, okay. No, it's not. But it doesn't matter that much. What am I going to do? Oh, I've kind of fucked this up. I want to kind of knock all these guys into each other. And I can sort of do it, actually. Wait, he can go all the way over there. So, he could go... oh, he can't go there. Damn. Oh, that guy already moved? I must have moved that guy and forgot about it. Whoops. Okay, then I'll just do the most obvious thing, which is acid him and hurt them both. Then kill this one, knock him into that one. Yeah, I really fucked that up, didn't I? There is a much better way to do that. Because now I've only killed 1 thing. That was a lot of work to kill 1 thing. Oh, what I was hoping is this guy would break the ice and then he'd fall in on his turn, but that's not going to happen. I just massively miscalculated. But didn't really cost me anything. Just a couple of XP. Okay, well, deeply disappointing that we missed an objective on that. What can we buy? Can do a dash that pushes everyone away. I think I had that once. I don't think I ever found a time when it was useful. Enemies do 1 damage against other enemies. Sounds great, but we've had such a hard time getting the order of attacks to actually line up so that that's useful. Targeted strike, you just hit anywhere for 1. that's pretty cool. It's free. You can only use it once per battle. But that's the kind of thing where, like, all those edge cases, all those tricky scenarios can be solved with that. Or I can throw stuff, but I don't have a prime mech, so it's going to cost me extra to use that at all. Or, well, so first off, I might as well sell this guy, because he's not doing me any good. Permanently assign this pilot to the island. I like to think you're just kind of throwing them away. So now I've got 10, which means if I sell the rock accelerator or the passive, I'm not sure which, I can afford to buy the targeted strike. And in fact, I think I only have... Yeah, this is the only slot I haven't used, so I probably will take a targeted strike instead of either. Let me just check. The targeted strike has no kind of upgrades, so it's just that. Doesn't cost anything though. So I might not sell both. I might just sell one. Did we decide the nanobots is better than the rock thing? I'm not sure I believe that anymore. I think the rock thing is better because it just gives you more options for push. But targeted strike is even better because that's loads of options for push. Yeah, I'm going to sell nanobots. Health has not been too much of a problem. Then I'll buy targeted strike, and I'll buy 3 power cores. And I'll keep the rock, if nothing else, just to sell it. So these are all still good. I might as well give Pulsemech 1 move, and then maybe we up the damage on this, get it up to 4. Or we could up the damage on that guy, but he's using his teleporter so much. We've also got acid, and that ups the damage in general. You know, I almost think we could, instead of shield friendly, what if we gave this guy the rock accelerator? So he can now do 2 damage and push things away. Can't shield stuff anymore. Shield is good, but he's got the acid tank. And I feel like we haven't been using shield. We've been using it, but it hasn't been saving our lives much. Whereas having another damage dealer just seems like such a big deal. And he actually ends up with 1 thing spare there. I don't know what I spend on that on. I can give these guys extra health, I guess, but might make more sense to give himself more health. Yeah, we've had a couple of cases where he was on the brink of dying. And then we can also up the damage of this thing. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's do that. It's crazy. Let's do it. What do you think? 5 versus 3 or 3 versus 1? I don't feel like I'm ever doing anything with the tank to avoid getting him killed, because I don't care about him dying. Whereas I do care about this guy dying. Ultimately, I will probably take this point out and put it back into this when I have enough. Oh wait, I do have enough. Why didn't I just do that? Oh, just because him doing 3 damage versus this guy doing 4 damage, we might be at the point where things are having like 5 health, and that's... that's 3 plus 2, which is what I could do if I put it into this instead. What if I put it into this guy's damage and then upgraded teleporter range? Then I've got 2 3 damage guys. This guy's 2 damage and longer range. I think I'm going to do that. Heavy damage boulder guy. And then long range teleporter guy. This one stays at 3 damage. He's at 3 damage. I think that's pretty good, man. I think that's a good loadout. I think we'll continue with that next time. Let's officially leave the island.